And failure in video games is interesting because failure seems to become something different than what it is in real life when we put it in video games, because it seems to be almost like a motivator, where in real life it's a deterrent to almost everything. When thinking about this, let's think about failure in real life. When we fail at something, it doesn't feel good. We dislike that feeling. And it can be a very powerful feeling of, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like this. Let's get away from this. If you're always failing at something, you don't really want to do it as much. When thinking about that, I think about a general idea that people kind of magnetize to what they're good at, and then they keep doing that in life. So like maybe if somebody's, pretty tall, they're probably going to end up playing basketball because they're good at that and they enjoy succeeding in that. Or maybe someone's a little bit more art inclined, and they're going to keep doing that. If they really have a really beautiful voice, they might be a singer, stuff like that, where succeeding is something that's going to make you do something again, a positive reinforcer, and failing is like a negative reinforcer in that sense. But that doesn't seem to be the case in video games. I'm actually taking a class on video games for an elective in college. One of the things we looked at is a survey which basically asked people like, what kind of game do you like more? Do you like a game where you can just coast and just win all the time? A game where it's just impossible to beat and you just lose all the time? Or a game that's, challenging at first, but it is overcomable, and over time you will beat it. I think it's kind of obvious that people would choose that third one, the challenge that you can overcome. But what might catch people by surprise is a lot of people also said that they preferred a game that you would just lose all the time in rather than one you succeed all the time. Which, this is pretty interesting, because if you think about in real life, with our real goals, we would want to succeed every step of the way. And it's almost like very desirable that we do, and we plan to all the time. For example, if you want to get a job, you apply, you would really enjoy if you got an email back, and you would enjoy it even more if you got an interview, and you would enjoy it even more if that interview went well, and then you got a job offer, and then you did good in that job, and then you got a raise, and then, whatever. Any failure along that way is going to be painful. And you're not going to like it. And again, with if you think about dating, you go on a date, you're trying to be perfect the whole time. Even if you mess up a little bit, that can really sting and kind of stay with you for a while, and you don't like it.